Hello, my name is Michael Parker, Forge Online Personal Training, and today's video is to demonstrate how to properly execute body circumference measurements. It's going to be a little bit confusing for some people, and we want to make it really simple for you to be able to do this. And if you're a client of mine, that'll allow you to load it into your app really easily. But if you're not, you can just go ahead and write this down and keep a journal so that you know how your body's progressing through your exercise program. So a couple key things about body circumference measurements. One is that they're really great for people who are severely overweight. The second thing is that it gives you a really objective foundational measurement that you can see changes in body composition. This is especially true for figure competitors or for people who are trying to see some kind of body fat weight loss. The other component to this is that it allows you to see where fat normally distributes, and then you can see how that's starting to change for your unique genetic displacement of fat. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have Heather demonstrate, and we're going to start at the neck and we're going to move down towards the feet. Just keep in mind in this video, to keep it short, we're only going to be measuring the right side of the extremity, so the arms and the leg, but you want to do the left side when you actually do the measurements yourself. And in the Forge mobile app, swipe to the left and it'll show you your right side, and then you can enter those in. Okay, now we're going to start with the neck. Some things to keep in mind. With the men, it goes right across the Adam's apple. With women, pretend there is one, and then you just want to go right across the center of the neck. Now what I like to do is I take my index finger and my thumb together, I pull it around and I place my index finger along the spine, then I take the tape and I just pinch it with my thumb. This will make it so that I'm measuring the same way every time all the way down the spine for every measurement along the trunk. So now we have a measurement of her neck. And actually, I'm going to actually have you turn to show the camera how that looks. So go ahead and turn there. So you can see this would be a good example of how I hold my hand right along the spine. And it's going to be the same all the way down the trunk. Okay, go ahead and turn forward again. For the shoulders, which is what we're going to measure next, we just basically want to go to the apex of the deltoid, right here in the medial line. So we just go and lay it across. This might take you a couple times. Sometimes it slips off, but that's not a big deal. So you just bring your index finger over to the spine, and then you wrap the tape around and grab it with your thumb, and then there you have the shoulder. It's a little low, so we're going to go and bring that up. Boom. Okay, there is your measurement for shoulders. For the chest, this is one that confuses ladies a lot. It doesn't go into the boobs. Hands up. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to have Heather take your index finger and place it. Yep, perfect. And I am going to do the same, and I'm going to go and pull right under the armpit here. You'll see when we turn her to the side, I'll have her lift her arm. Okay, go ahead and release. And then I'm going to wrap around and hold. And so now I have her measurement. This is a good one for ladies because genetically women tend to distribute fat in some 4 key places, one of which happens to be right back here. And this doesn't confuse you with breast tissue. All right, you can go and turn back to the front. And then now we're going to go ahead and go for the waist. Now keep in mind with the waist, the National Academy of Sports Medicine recommends that you measure at the smallest part of the waist. Sometimes clients don't have a smallest part of the waist, so we always use the belly button as our place mark. So I'm going to go ahead and reach around again. We're going to go, because Heather does have a smallest place, we're going to go right along that. Got my finger in position, and then go ahead and turn. And so here you have the measurement for the waist. And the hips, go ahead and turn forward. The hips we measure at the apex of the buttocks. There is some debate amongst fitness professionals about the best way to measure hips. I just go with the NASM guideline. So hands up, please. Thank you very much. All right. And then go ahead and turn. And then so there we have a good measurement. Could go down a little bit further, but with Heather, she has narrower hips. And in this particular case, I like to take it just maybe about an inch above the actual apex, because as she grows her medius, gluteus medius, this will change the measurement. And that's a composition change. As a trainer, being objective, I know that that's going to happen for her, so I measure it that way. But in general, this would be the appropriate place to be. And then once we do the entire trunk, and then I do the limbs, in my mobile app, it has you do the forearm. So I want to explain how that works. So you will go into anatomical position, and then what you do is you extend the wrist. So now you can see the brachyradialis pops. Go ahead and rotate around. And this is where you would go ahead and take that. Normally, and go ahead and relax. Go into anatomical. Anatomical would be, yeah, perfect. Thanks. And then same thing. And that would be, how do you measure the form? I included this for my clients, but not everybody's going to measure their forms. All right, and then here, go ahead and anatomical again, and then relax. Perfect. And this is where we would take the measurement for the bicep. See right here between the elbow and the AC joint, just all the way down. All right, so that's how you do the arm. I'm going to lower the camera and we're going to do the lower extremities. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and two more measurements here. We're going to do the thigh. And the best way to do this, NASM says that you go to the top of the patella and you measure up 10 inches. But I want to show you that 10 inches for Heather is a little high. So what I usually do is I go for, again, we go for the greatest circumference. It's about 8 inches for Heather, so we're going to go ahead and measure that way. When it comes to the thigh, I always measure on the outside so that I can see it just like this. I just make sure that I have my tape level, and then this would be an appropriate measurement for her. Now with the calves, it's the exact same thing. We just go to the apex of the calf. This is a really easy one to measure. Heather's always the same. Yep, same old. So, and that would be the appropriate way to measure, just right here along the line, so you can see. And then, folks, it's that simple. I take all the guesswork out of circumference measurements. It's really easy. Just don't forget to do your left side. Log it in your mobile app if you're a client, and if you're not, then like I said, just keep a journal. And every 30 days or so, check to see how your body is adapting to your exercise program. If you're not seeing the changes that you're expecting, then there may be something that could be improved with your program, or some kind of augmentation to your food intake. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and happy measuring.